Hello, my sweet YouTube family, and this is special. As each and every one of my videos, they are special and they are from my heart to you, from my experience, successful experience to you. And I'm glad you asking your questions. So your question was how my life was reflected or depend on the Neville Goddard teaching. There's no dependency, and there's no accidents in life. But the reason I'm sharing my methods and my experience here because I've learned that it is working and it's working very well. So here's my story. I was born and raised in USSR, a little tiny town, and raised by only mom. And she was a single mother raising two of us, my older sister and me. So we hardly had anything. And before the next salary, we sometimes had nothing to eat. And it was not such a thing like, traveling anywhere or planning for anything in life. So we were absolutely convinced, including myself, that I'm gonna live all my life in my little town because the government, because the rules, because this is how it's supposed to be. Then perestroika happened. I never learned a language in school and in university, and St. Petersburg University. I was studying German. So, but I don't speak even a word. I don't remember anything. But when perestroika happened, I don't know why, but it was some idea inside of me that I'd like to develop something between the United States and Russia. And here I am in a little tiny town in Siberia, far away from Moscow and very, very far away from United States of America, nurturing the idea that I'd like to be between two great nations. And after perestroika, one thing after another, I had no idea how. But I managed to keep my idea, my thoughts, my feelings, without knowing that this is important, intact and in a goal that I'd like to be a very important person between two great nations. So, I got divorced. I was single mom with my little daughter, and I began to developing some domestic businesses right after perestroika, some sort of freedom, and I did enjoying it. And but still, I was in Russia, and one day I got. It was not a book. It was somebody printed it out, and we were just handing into to each other of this printed piece of paper, and I was looking at it, and it was Neville Goddard. Consciousness is the only reality, and it wasn't book. It was just just a little message. Okay, consciousness is the only reality. And I didn't read a lot. Neville Goddard, consciousness is the only reality. This is what I wrote. So, and I decided to find more information about Neville Goddard, and consciousness is the only reality, not the government, not the education, but my own consciousness is the only reality. So one thing after another, I once just traveled to United States as a tourist, and I met some people who was looking for some particular project to create better relationship between two great nations, United States and new after perestroika Russia. And here I am with all my ideas. So I'd like to do the film festivals. I'd like to develop special TV channels. I'd like to do some art exhibits, international, between two great countries, Russian American, so, or just Russian in United States, just American in Russia. So, and the person happened to be a very important person. It was Carter Brown. You know, he was the son of the big Brown, you know, Brown universities, and it was like, you know, out of nowhere. So, and I asked him if he knew anything or heard anything about Neville Goddard, and I was learning language on my own and trying to figure out huge international businesses. And he gave me the book, Out of This World. From that day, I was digging into methods, into more books, into more developments of helping me to really learn and practice on my own life the Neville Goddard teachings. Yeah, as you know, I was consulting Clinton administration, then Bush administration. Then I was advisor to the top lobbying firms, creating international businesses, TV channels, art exhibits, hundreds of film festivals all around the world. I've done a lot. And there is many things. I'm grateful to my mom. I'm grateful to all my teachers in school, especially my piano playing teacher, Tatiana Ivanovna. But Neville Goddard teachings helped me a lot. And this feeling of accomplishments, I'm really grateful that I found through different sources Neville Goddard teachings. But you know, sweetheart, I also learned practically using Neville Goddard teaching that when you're trying to manifest something and you know something already, you creating some special methods. It looks like Neville Goddard / Galina methods. And I'm sharing it with you. And I'm glad you like it. And yes, my life experience can be one of the great examples that Neville Goddard teachings and his techniques are really, really working. And it will be working for you. All you have to do is just try. And I love you. And I'm looking forward to your comments. Enjoy your day.